Welcome to the Engine and Tender pub, sat on the side of a road in a quiet village in England. Originally two cottages, it became a public house between 1861 and 1871. The pub was originally known as the Railway Tavern and had changed its name to Railway Inn by 1891. And then sometime in the 20th century it changed its name again to the Engine and Tender. The first census I can find the pub listed is 1871, and a Jane Edwards is listed as publican, and she is 40 years old. Living with her she has a Lizzie Shuker, who is Jane's niece. She is aged 15 and she is listed as a servant. There is an Evan Watkins who is a lodger. He is 30 and working as a labourer. There are also 4 people listed as visitors. They are Hannah Nichols and her 3 children. Hannah is aged 28, her eldest child is Jane, aged 6, then John, aged 3, and Clara, aged 1. In 1881, Richard Thomas, aged 46, is the licensed victualler at the Railway Tavern. He has his wife Mary assisting him in the business, and she is aged 51. There is also a Herbert Davis, aged 22, and he is a general servant. Moving on to 1891, and the name has now changed to the Railway Inn. Richard Thomas is still here. He is now 55 and listed as innkeeper. His wife Mary is 61. They have a 19-year-old lad living with them. He is Ed Powell and he is a groom and domestic servant. 10 years later we now have William E. Davis listed as the innkeeper, and he is aged 32. He is married to Anne, who is 28. They have 2 daughters, Gladys A, aged 4, and Eva M, aged 2. They also have an Emma E.A.T. Hanks living in the property. She is 17 and a general domestic. In 1911, the inn is now being run by Anne Davis. She is 38 and now a widow. Sadly, it seems William died fairly young. She is listed as running a beer house and posting mews. A posting mews was a form of accommodation where people could rest their horses and sleep in rooms above, which could explain the barns at the side of the pub. Anne still has her 2 daughters with her. Gladys Amy is now 14 and Eva May is aged 12 and listed as a scholar. They have a George Griffiths with them. He is aged 36 and listed as a postboy. I'm unsure if he was working as a Royal Mail postboy or something to do with the mews accommodation. In 1921, Anne Davis is still running the pub. She is now 48. Her youngest daughter, Eva May, is now 22 and listed as doing home duties. George Griffiths is still living with them. He is now 47 and down as general manager, so he is helping Anne with the running of the pub. Looking in Kelly's directory from 1934, I can see that John Thornton is landlord of the pub and it is still called the Railway Inn. The pub was bought in 2005 by Ron Burton, and in 2011 he decided to close the pub. Plans were submitted in 2012 to transform the former Engine and Tender pub back into 2 properties. The pub was put up for sale with a £550,000 asking price, but attracted little interest. The property finally sold in November 2015 for £240,000. It was sold to an RT Bishop Limited based in Manchester. They were a development company who obviously had plans to develop the site, but this company dissolved in October 2021. This once busy pub that served passengers and workers on the nearby railway since the 1860s, and in recent decades had a thriving campsite accommodating walkers and bikers, now sits rotting away within the eyesight of villagers. With a development company that purchased the property now out of business, the future of this old pub is unknown. Right, so I've just got into this old country pub on the side of a road, and look, you can see it's pretty badly water damaged. There's either been a fire or the roof is pretty much gone, but yeah, Let's go and have a look round. I like that there's a caution wet floor sign. Yeah. Right, some different parts to the pub. Is that an old picture of it? But look, this looks like someone, if this was an extension or they've started to renovate it. See all the insulation? Yeah, this looks like it was new. But it's just covered in cobwebs now, so don't know what happened. See, the ceiling's gone, look. There's a big fireplace, look. So here's the bar. Keys, look. Fire. Nothing left behind the bar. Not even glasses. Here. So I'm guessing that was the kitchen. Oh, there's the cellar. Yeah, this was the kitchen by the looks of it. Probably hear there's a massive fly in here. We'll do the cellar last. I did see a door through to somewhere. Don't know if it's open. No. How is that locked? So the door to upstairs are locked because there's one round by the cellar door, so we can't actually get upstairs. Right, well, let's go and have a look in the cellar then. Let's take the pigeons. And a load of till rolls. That's about it, really. Dead pigeon. Oh God, it's very cramped in here. That's just where the barrels were. are. Ah. Right. Well, that's it inside the pub because we can't get to the living quarters, which is a shame. But there are some outbuildings, so we'll go and have a look at those. Yeah, it's a coffee machine. It's a shame we can't get upstairs, but yeah. Well, just before we go outside, there was this one bit off down here, wasn't there? Is it just this? Yeah. Emergency exit. Do we think the emergency exit works? Oh my god. No. I can't work out if there's been a fire or not. What do we think? Right, let's go and have a look outside.